Hello, good day. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Niger Watch. My name is Iman. It's good to have each and every one of you here with me today. Thank you for being on this broadcast. How are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Niger Watch family. What's happening today? Thank you for being on here. All right. Just as I was about to, just as I was about to go on live, they just says the power. So give me a little time to sort my power issue. All right. But how are you doing? It's good to have you on here, Mommy Diaspora. Good day to you, dearest Mama. It's good to have you on here, and Osagofo and Osage Daddy. Good morning to you, my chairman. Itere salute. It's good to have you on here with me. Thank you for being here. Please, I beg, make me like this broadcast as we watch. Thank you. Please do also like this broadcast as we move on. Thank you very much. Now is a good time to share this broadcast. Invite someone onto the broadcast. Okay, let's show our face. Invite someone onto the broadcast. Let them know that we are here, we have started, we are live, and everything that they need to know. So please talk to someone. Share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Thank you very much. To my amazing panelists, I say good morning to you. How are you doing? It's good to have you on the broadcast. Please do also like the broadcast. Yes, please do also like the broadcast before you click on the link. Beautiful Mommy Diaspora, thank you for being here. I am doing fine. Thank you. I'm receiving all the plenty love. If you know you have any love for me out there, now is the time to send all that love. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I guess we should run down into the business of the day. Otherwise, I'd like to give special shout out to each and every one of you, but you're not talking to me. So I guess we move on to the business of the day. Umana Pamela, good day to you. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you too. Thank you. Please say something to me. I want to talk right back at you. I want to talk right back at you. Thank you for being on here. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's see what we got in the papers today. Okay. All right, let's take the Daily Sun. Good morning to you too, Edulite. Yes, I would like to say hello to you. So please come and say something to me. Let's talk before we go into the business of the day. Mr. Edulite, beautiful morning to you, sir. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. I've really missed you. Yes, Mr. Edulite, where have you been? Click on the link and let us talk. Where have you been? Audio Ehigato, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. My name is not Kachijo. My name is Ima, but Anagbe Emekajo. Good morning to you. But this is not Kachi. Haba. But thank you for being on here. Thank you very much. All right. I guess we'll move on then. We'll move on. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Edolight, God bless you big time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Please do also like this broadcast as we move on. Share, invite someone onto the broadcast, and please support us. Please support us. Click on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. Support us, please. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, our first paper for today will be the Daily Sun. And on the Daily Sun here we have anger as underage dead listed in new voter register. Register not final, and that's what INEC is saying. US earmarks $50 million to train journalists as civil society commission officials on peaceful elections. And just by the nameplate, we have soldiers continue onslaught against Abia community. Ohafia indigenes allege mass killings. Young men flee for fear of arrest. Military gives condition for truce. Media stakeholders agree to appoint ombudsman as step towards regulation. Reps move to avert flooding, propose 200 billion naira for ecological projects. Fresh terrorism charge, Nnamdi Kanu Sean's court, trial adjourned indefinitely. Defense headquarters places 95 95 million naira bounty on 19 wanted terrorists. Imo Monarch, two policemen, two others killed. Buhari meets Tinubu Adamu as APC presidential campaign kicks off in Jos. And here, Afenifere to federal government, don't let Nigeria become another Afghanistan. Afenifere to federal government, don't let Nigeria become another Afghanistan. I mean, of course, we know now at this point we are asking which of the Afenifere, is it the ones that has been fighting for Nigeria, or is it the Afenifere that is fighting for Yoruba nation? Which one of them are we talking about right now? It would be good to know, but this one sounds like the one that is talking for Nigeria. Concerned leaders and citizens, this is one nightmare that we don't even want to sleep to. We do not wish that it happens. And when we have leaders like Afenifere calling out to the federal government, to sit up, do the needful, and do everything possible. Oh dear, do everything possible to make sure that Nigeria does not become like another Afghanistan. So it's amazing how there is a divide, how there are some Nigerians, regardless of if you are living in Nigeria or not, but you know what is happening in Nigeria and you dare to think otherwise, or to give submissions, or to relate with people, or to downplay what people are going through or what is happening in the country. It's shame and it's sad. And if it is not a deliberate act, if it is unintentional, then you need to wake up. We all need to wake up to what is truly on ground. Reading this and picturing what Afghanistan, the picture that we have or we know of Afghanistan, and trust me, if we don't do everything, if we don't throw in all the terrors, all these warnings just might become some doomed prophecy on the land. All right, let's see what other story we have on here. The defense headquarters placed a 5 million naira bounty on 19 wanted terrorists. And let's see how that flies. Hopefully, although that locals are coming out to say that the government knows where these people are, that they don't need help. There is no need for bounty and all these ones, that they know their location. That's what the locals are saying. But I mean, if the federal government are putting bounty and the locals know, they shouldn't mind if these people know where they are already. They should. Okay, so they're probably scared to give out because the locals know that the federal government will not do anything to these people and will endanger their lives. That's why the locals are, instead of showing them where they are, the locals are coming out to say these people know where they are. There is no need for all of this. So if federal government are ready to fight these people, they will fight these people. A good morning to each and every one of you just joining us, Mr. Oli Matthias and Mr. Wilfred. Thank you for being on this broadcast. And you too, thank you for being on this broadcast. Please do also like this broadcast as we move. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what other story. And yes, there is this thing going on right now. Okay, no, not the one happening in Abia State, in Imo State. A gunmen numbering about 10 of them invaded the monarch's palace in Imo State. That would be Obudu Aqua community in Oguta local government area of Imo State. And they allegedly opened fire on the monarch, Eze Ignatius Aso, and chief and the palace chiefs, about two of them. So three people were taken down. But they said they left as soon as they had hit targets. They came in motorbikes and in a vehicle. And it's sad. Yes, it's sad that this is happening, and good things are spoken of the late Eze Ignatius. So good things are spoken of, and he said the man has been helping combat insecurity in the land, and it's so sad that that has happened to him. So that's the story. That's the story on that. That's the story on the Imo monarch that was killed. And the fresh terrorism case on Nnamdi Kanu, we took that sometime last week. If you want to follow up more on that, please pick up the Sun, just page 4. You have all the stories there. And yes, talking about the outrage of Nigerians, that took out time to go through the INEX list of vetted or verified voters. So Nigerians took out time to go through that, which is very commendable. And they got to see a whole lot of underage, a whole lot of underage. I mean, if you joined us on the chat yesterday, and if you've been following our broadcast for 2 days now, we've been talking on it. We've been bringing it on here, and INEC seems surprised, and they've come out to say that they are happy and they are glad that Nigerians took out time to go out, and that they are commending Nigerians for doing that, and they say Nigerians should take out time and go through every one of that, and if they see any irregularities, that they should call their attention to it. Really. So all these numbers are mistakes. So what happened to the device that took down 35.4% of double registration in all the places? All right, and the U.S. government has decided to push in $50 million to train journalists regarding the upcoming elections, saying that journalists, media houses should have verified information news out there, and they should help to have the election season period peaceful by carrying verified informations out there. Some journalists will be trained. I don't know the selection process. But if you're interested, if you're a journalist, civil society, if you're in the civil society department and it's for 3 departments of people. So if you're interested, please pick that up. These are opportunities that come in. Sometimes we say these things, do not get to the ground, but I think sometimes it is a function of lack of information. If you have anybody who is interested in this, or who just want to grow or on their journalistic skill, they should pick this up also. And you have anybody that is working in one field or the other that has to do with election regulation, they should do so. And people who intend to work as ad hoc staff, they should also pick this up. I mean, at the end of the day, as you can see, INEC have shown us that they are not efficient enough to do this job. As it is like this, we are all doing this job with them. So let us pick up the skills. Let us, register, get ourselves involved. Let us learn as much as we can. No knowledge is a waste, and help put hands together in the forthcoming election. All right, and then there's the story of there is still unrest in Abia community in Abia State. Soldiers continue onslaught against Abia community. Ohafia indigenes allege mass killings. Young men flee for fear of arrest. Military gives condition for truce. One of the people that was interviewed goes on to say that that the military said they are looking for one of their missing staff, and they've raided the community. They've carried 20 able youth, and they say they have pictures of some people that they are looking for. They say they don't know what the offense of these people. They don't know their offenses. They don't know where they are taking them to, but they know that they are looking for some set of people, mostly the youth, and they are coming to take them. And because of this, some people have fled the community. Ohafia. I say some people have fled the community. Some people have left their businesses. And although the community is almost empty, because some of them, a large percent of them, are the IDP camp due to the flood. So already just the few ones that are in the community that are being harassed, and they are back, saying that the community has about 4 exits and entrances, but they blocked and said just one. And they are also saying that they're getting rid of their youths and also weapons, so they cannot defend themselves when insecurity arises, as they're saying that the military are saying that anyone that brings in any kind of weapon into that society will be seriously dealt with. So we don't know what's going on. I wish that the military will come out and clear the air on this. You can't just be killing people, and let's know what's happening. Because one person, if there's a casualty between an officer, we all know. I mean, if an officer, a military man, for whatever reason, gets into a fracas and it just happens to be in your neighborhood, everybody just begins to clear the neighborhood, because when the military comes, they pack people, or the way they go about it. So if that is what is happening here, please, they need to put a stop to the barbaric treatment that they give to Nigerians, for crying out loud. So if you have anyone in Ohafia, from Ohafia, please do well to check up on the people over there, as people are said to be living in great fear. the military, then when military arrives, people are supposed to be happy that security and all that. But now, when the military arrives, that they are all run, that people are literally running away and they are scared of the military presence, and they are calling out to the government to say something. Say no, governments are not saying anything about it. That since last week there's been killing, they've been having issues. The military has been dealing with them, and uh no government official has said anything regarding that. That's it. That's what I was saying last week, that people are dying in numbers, 10 people, 15 in communities, and it has become a norm. Nobody is saying nothing. The governor of Abia State is not saying nothing about it. He's keeping quiet to watch the military come into his state. The chief security officer of the state will just stay and allow 10 people die, 15, 20 people die, and it does nothing to. And I wonder, where the conscience of these people? What do they do? How do they snare their conscience? How do they go about it? And now these people have to be seeking for an interview to cry out. And then somebody will come out and say, things are bad everywhere, but we bring our own outside. Why are we not going to bring our own outside if this is the only way that they hear us when we cry? All right, let's see what other story that we have. Okay, I think that's as much story that we have on here. We'll move on to another paper. Johnson Emmanuel, I am fine. Thank you. Good morning to you too. Good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning to, oh, someone is on here. Good morning to Monday Eja Kegbe. Good morning to you, Sites. Good to have you on the broadcast. Please do also like this broadcast as we move on. Please do also like this broadcast. Thank you very much. And do also support by clicking on the dollar sign. Thank you very much. Let's move on to Tribune. On Tribune, we have here Peter Obi knows he can't and won't win. And that's from the governor of Anambra State, Soludo. Says the game he is playing is the main reason he didn't return to Abga. The brutal truth is that there are two persons or parties seriously contesting for president. The rest is exciting drama. The current splitting frenzy, if not checked, will cost Indigo dearly for years. So from this submission, right, we can clearly see and say that whatever rift or where Governor Soludo is speaking from, it has nothing to do with right now. It goes all the way back to many years ago. Okay, Soludo, please, the presidential candidate of Labour Party has been enjoying peace so far. Not you, please, not you. All right, here we have DHQ, Defense Headquarters. We took the story already, declaring 19 terrorists wanted and placing them on 5 million naira bounty each. 23.7 million Nigerians in 26 states to be in food crisis between June and August 2023. 23.7 million Nigerians, that's a lot. Peace accord under threat. Abdusalam Kuka raises alarm. Says comments, actions by political actors disappointing. What were they expecting? I mean, what were they expecting? Joyce Agog as APC flags off Tinubu presidential campaign today. Nigerian students in US increased by 12.3%. Afenifere expresses concern over incessant kidnapping on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. 96 dead in Bayelsa flood. 1.2 million people displaced. That report is by the government of Bayelsa. US earmarks $50 million for 2023 polls. Africa tops world's undiagnosed diabetes, and that's from WHO. That is to say, when you go to do your checkups, please check up for diabetes. Diabetes is one of the, early detection we know saves lives. So please take out time to have your checkup done, and some of these things are hereditary, so don't even wait till you begin to see the signs. Just sit down and ask yourself, my great grandfather, my great grandfather, my grandfather, my grandfather, ask yourself these questions and begin to do the needful. Take care of yourself, do right by your health. And yes, talking about Soludo and Peter Obi, Soludo has taken it all the way back. That there's the article I read said there was a point that Peter Obi promised, knelt down, went on his knees and promised the late Ojukwu and said that he would never leave Abga. He only leave Abga if he's leaving politics. So that he has left Abga, but him Soludo will stick to Abga, will stick in Abga as So I think this is even much more than this. I think we see a bigger picture here, that he has left Abga, and for that reason, these people. But he's saying that he is going to support Peter Obi. That Peter Obi, the chances that he would even win in Anambra State as per own boy. I think citing that, saying as for our own boy will not will be, in my opinion, because I would not, work campaign for him to win, but because of the mark he has left, or because of how the people feel about him, or because the people love him and they believe in him, the chances of him winning in Anambra State is huge. But whatever it is with Soludo, I think obedience, yes, and he has also complained he has complained about obedience, that they sent threats, they're threatening him, his life, and his family. But all of that means nothing. He's going to say the truth. And I wonder what it means. It means by the truth. Because of this, so we are looking at what, because he left Abga, or because is it he's not being, or he's going to take it personal that he's not keeping to the promise he made to the late Ojoko. What is it? So we know this obviously what Soludo is on about has nothing to do with Peter Obi not having structure, or the chances of him not winning. Obviously does not have anything to do with that. It dates way back to, I think, to their political father. Okay, and I hope that they get to settle this, or okay, whatever it is. What other story do we have here? Afenifere, like other Nigerians, concerned Nigerians, are disturbed at the close range that these kidnappers have, and how they are building a stronghold on the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. That is to say, we go just there our house, this Lagos, like this, somebody will just come and knock, carry gun and say, follow me. It's here, it's at the doorstep. If they could infiltrate Abuja, if they could, I mean, if they could take down Kuje prison. Until now, nobody's saying anything. This government this government are joking with us. They are joking with us, honestly. Till now, nobody's saying anything about the October 2020. Nobody knows who gave the order for people to come in and kill us. Nobody knows the people killing us right now. We are still arguing if they are Nigerians or not. The president cannot give, like Afeni Ferre said, the government should put their acts together and make Nigeria not become Afghanistan. Really. Because that's it. That's it. I don't, you are saying this infrastructure, you are saying that's it. They're borrowing money. That's it. Everything that the government are doing right now does not make common sense. I don't even know why we are in debt. What are we building? What infrastructure are we building? What will they build? That they are killing people. Are we building the thing? What are we building it for? Is it for the rich? Is it for the rich Nigerians that are not in Nigeria that has, or for the average Nigerians that has jackpot, or for the middle class, or for the Nigerians that are being kidnapped and being killed? Is it those Nigerians that do not have bulletproof cars to move about in? Is it those Nigerians that they are collecting loans to build for? Which is it the Nigerians that the flood has dealt with and has displaced them? Which Nigerians are they building this infrastructure for? What business do we have having all of these infrastructures all around us? Is it not just to take pictures when our lives, I mean, people cannot even move about? You're in traffic, you are scared. Lagos Ibadan, people use that road every day, and look at the kidnappings. Look at what is happening in Abia State. The governor of Abia State has said nothing. The military are coming out to say all is well, but these people are still going there to harass them. People are living in fear. This same community is plagued by flood. People are not in their homes. They are IDPs. The few that are in their homes are scared of the military. The military are there to deal with them. 20 able men were picked up by the military. Nobody is asking questions. Where are they? Who are they and where are they? We are not asking these questions. And here we have peace accord under threat. Peace accord, peace accord. I was saying the other day that it just correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure any presidential candidate has ever miss the peace accord, the signing of the peace accord, say the peace accord does not. If a presidential candidate dares to pick another program to be more, or deem another program, another event to be more important than signing the peace accord, he has clearly said that he is not coming in peace. And you are saying, and now they are shocked. They are raising alarm. They're raising alarm. You see why this election will be conducted by we, the Nigerians, and not all of these people from Abdulsalam or Kuka or Abegi. They should go and sit down. These are the military that is supposed to protect us. With what is happening now, the military is going about in Abia State, collecting every form of weapon from people, arresting the young men in communities. So who will defend these people? Who will defend them? You're not coming. Is it because of one military? What's happening? Say they're looking for one person. This one person that has not been found, you've been looking for the person. So how sure are you that the person is in that community? The military does not have intelligence. They have to kill people. This is really pathetic, my people. Let's move on to the punch. Hopefully we have some sunshine on the punch. Okay. All right, on the punch we have INEC office attacks worry UK and US opposes rigging. Military places 95 million naira bounty. Organized private sector sets $9 trillion agenda for federal government. On ASU, AFPay says lecturers, intellectuals, not casual workers. On 2023 post, Soludo attacks Obi again, says ex-governor cannot win. Negotiates with Tinubu Atiku, Soludo advises Southeast. Why I rejected Obi's offer to defect to PDP in 2017 polls, says Anambra governor. Soludo allowing himself to be used, Obi will win. Labour Party PCC. Resist government control. NPAN advises media practitioners. Oil theft. Federal government arranged 16 foreigners detains vessel. Driver arrested for crushing Ekiti policemen to death. Tinubu's victory certain, says Lalong as campaign begins. All right, on the driver. So a truck driver was said to be going moving on his lane. So also this policemen, they were going to their duty post, and that there was a diversion on the road, and the truck driver swept to their lane, and I'm sure it's one of those incidents that you are like, okay, you have timed it, and you are sure that you will just quickly run and pass. Nigerians can be very impatient, especially during driving. Very, very, very impatient. It looks like every morning before anybody gets into their car or their means of transportation, they should just give them a slow pill or a chill pill. Nigerians are very impatient, and that one we have to fault ourselves for that one. But that was what happened. It was on high speed, and that's how he hit this police. It crushed them to death. They died on the spot. And that's why we have most serious road accidents. This is the cause. This is the cause. This is the cause. The roads are not good, and you are still running. Where are you running to? Where are you running to? The roads are not good. So please, let's do better. Let's just do better. Well, sadly, the driver has been arrested, and the policemen, and they've been taken to the morgue. And let's see what other story that we have here. Yes, the UK and the US, they are being worried. They are showing concern over the INEC office attack being the INEC office attacks, and they are saying that these are just for rigging. They don't even need to tell us. We see the signs already. Talking about rigging, are you seeing the verified voters? That's it. That's too much of pill. Not in a time like this. And of course, here we have Soludo attack, and now this is worthy for us to have conversations on. this is what for us to have conversations on. So to my panelists, thank you for being on here. Thank you for being on here. Justin Emmanuel, thank you for being on here. Mommy Diaspora, Mark, Irabo, Edo Lights Watch, each and every one of you, thank you for being on here. I just want to make an appeal. I hope that you have liked this broadcast. If you haven't, please take out time to like the broadcast. Thank you very much. Okay, to my amazing panelists, I say thank you. Welcome to the broadcast. Brother Nice, how are you doing? Please just take it away with the submission.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss Ima.
Brother Nice?
Yeah, good morning. Are you hearing me? Hello.
Okay, I'm
Can
not
the
sure. I
Yeah,
think
we can
We
hear
can
you,
hear
brother.
him.
Nice. We can hear
Even
you.
everybody
though I
can
was
hear
here
me?
before him, I
Everybody
can
can
hear
hear
him.
me.
I was here first.
You
okay,
see,
Brother Nice, can you hear
yeah,
me?
yeah, I can hear
Okay, how?
you.
Okay, yes, that's true. Mr. Pansat, apologies, apologies.
No,
Your
no
in and out
problem.
communication has moved it. Apologies. I'll come to you. But then it's okay. Please continue. Please continue. Talking about
All
the
right.
attack on the it looks like Soludo has just been projected saying that see Obi has been enjoying too much peace. Labour Party is enjoying too much peace. Just go and cause some drop of violence. And to think that this is coming from an Igbo man, and also telling the southeast to negotiate with either Tinubu or Atiku. Really? What's happening?
Yeah, can I continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Shalom to the panelists, shalom to the people on the comment section. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. Um, you see, this anytime I always talk about this Southeast, my Igbo brothers, they are always angry with me because they don't want to talk, they don't want us anybody to talk about their leaders or what their people are doing wrong. If we are having this mindset, how are we going to solve the problem we have in that country? You see, this a lot of governors in Igbo land have sold their people to this Fulani government. You understand? I said this several times again. You see, these our governors. Our people need to hold them responsible for whatever is going on in all states in Nigeria. Especially the Southeast. I'm disappointed in all these their governors. You see how these Fulani people always cover up for their own Fulani. You see the way Buhari don't want anybody to touch his Fulani, no matter the destruction and the havoc they are committing in all over Nigeria. But Buhari is still shading them. Why can't this Southeast governor do the same thing for their own people? In Edo State, our governor Obaseki have made us vulnerable to Fulani in Edo State. That is why we the Edo, we are still fighting back, fighting this Obaseki. You understand? So their people need to hold their governor responsible for what is happening. Because I think it was a Hope Uzodinma. That man is a puppet to pull to this administration. That man always invites military to come and destroy and to kill and to maim in their own state. You understand? All these people, their people are suffering. The video that is coming out from that Southeast is heartbreaking. I see a lot of houses destroyed by the military and the Bubiagu. I see a lot of people are crying. That is lamenting the killings that is going on in the Southeast. It's heartbreaking. Whenever I come here to talk about it, those people, these same brothers will be attacking, will be angry. We need to call these people out. We need to call them, shame them for who they are. You understand?
Yeah,
Because
Brother Knights, can you
yeah,
take a question on this? Or actually, let me just make a comment on what you just said and then you continue. Is that okay?
yeah. It's okay.
Okay. I respect what you're saying, but you have to understand that is the establishment, uh, the Soludo that we have now. He just unmasked himself. But look at the others who are the establishment. You know, when we talk about establishment, it's a group in a society exercising power and influence over matters of policy in the state, in Nigeria, for example, right? So we have, like you mentioned, Uzodinma, we have Okorocha, and we reject those in the Southeast have rejected those kind of people. So you have the same, imagine now with the Edo governor, we have people like Tinubu in the Southwest. Those are the same thing. It's not the Igbos. The Igbos are actually leading in that light. So once they
What I'm saying, you know what I'm saying here, Mr.
I do.
Pansa?
I do, but I think you get it wrong when you are talking about the Igbos in isolation. It's a Nigerian phenomenon. The Igbos do not accept those kind of people. You just mentioned Ozodinma. Hope Ozodinma was imposed in Imo State by the Supreme Court with the cabal in government, APC, right? He's not. This guy is not accepted by the Southeasterners. People like Okorocha is not accepted. This Soludo will not be accepted. But he wasn't like this before. He just unmasked himself for the pedantic thinkers, right? Some of us already know. I don't like the guy. He's not a good. I mean, he's just an economist. But I would elaborate during my time. But don't keep saying the Igbo, our Southeast brothers. You're making a mistake because the evidence is in front of you. Those people are not represented. Nobody likes those people. They can't.
Okay, my question, Mr. Pansa.
Yeah.
Answer my own question too.
Okay, sure.
These people now, all these governors now, is not the same Southeast people that vote them into power. Why can't they resist them in the first place when they were coming?
Right, because
why can't they say, no, we are not going to vote you people into power?
I know, it's a very good question, but please listen to my answer because it's not going to be nuanced. I'm telling you, Soludo was not like he is 24 hours ago. He rode on Peter Obi's back into office, and now he's unmasking himself. Now watch the reaction from the Southeasterners. All those people you mentioned, and they tricking everybody, just like it's like Edo, for example. The Edo people, progressives, voted him into office. Your governor, present governor right now. It wasn't until maybe 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, whenever it was, then he's showing his true stride, that he's part of the establishment. There is an establishment in every country. That establishment, they are the powers that be. They're the authorities, the system, the ruling class. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Okay, no problem. Thanks for that. What I'm trying to say is that in all tribe and all ethnic group in Nigeria, there are always saboteurs. There are always saboteurs everywhere. You understand? Just like what this Soludo is doing to Peter Obi now. He's trying to sabotage this Peter Obi movement. You understand? And this is the person that is still from the same ethnic group. That is what I cannot understand. We are fighting. We stand with Peter Obi now. A person from his own tribe is trying to sabotage all our efforts. That is what I cannot understand. So this thing is deeper than what eyes can see. So let me just leave it that way. The military now, they went to there to collect all their weapons. They want to make all those Southeastern people to be vulnerable to Fulani people now. Collecting this weapon from these people now, if Fulani come for them, how are they going to defend themselves? That is my question again. This work these people have been doing, if it's not all those security outfit they set up since then to fight this Fulani has already taken over that Southeast. Now they send military and police and the Bubiago to go and strip them of this weapon. How are they going to fight Fulani now? They will be vulnerable to Fulani attack again. I can't comprehend this when I'm thinking of all these kind of things. How a governor will just allow his people to be vulnerable to attacks, to foreigners to come to their land to slaughter their people. I cannot understand this. It's beyond my understanding. That is just I'm just short of words. How they will see Fulani is defending their own people. but they will still make their own people vulnerable to this sinful land. I cannot understand that kind of that system. I cannot understand it. Just
All right, Brother Nice.
may I leave you there because this thing passed my power.
All right, thank you for your submission. Mr. Pansat, let's have you now. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time, Mr. Pansat. Welcome to the broadcast. Good day to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Emma. I appreciate that. And I also appreciated Brother Nice yielding me a couple of minutes to input something that I couldn't wait to say, which is the same mistake we're making in the country time and time again, where we have to read the tea leaves, because there's nothing happening in Nigeria that's not happening in every other third world country. It's a known phenomenon. You have an establishment, those in power. It has many names. One of them, obviously, is the bureaucracy, officialdom, the status quo, the prevailing political social order, the regime. It's an affluential group of people that don't want change. Soludo is not an Igbo man. Even P2B is not an Igbo man. Okay? Soludo is part of the cabal from Obasanjo. I don't know who's his allegiance is to currently. Soludo attacks people like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Any progressiveness is tried to be deterred by these people. They're in all tribes. In this case, for example, let's just take it all the way to his household. Let me post right now a link to Soludo's son, who is a smart person who has responded to his father's shenanigans. All right, his name is Ozana Soludo. He's responded. I would like Emma to post maybe a little bit on what he's saying. He doesn't agree with his father. He repudiated what he said. He says, look, Obi is the best candidate, period. I disagree with Soludo, his father. Now, this is his compound. Forget about his clan, his village. How much more the Igbos? No Igbo man is going to agree with what he's saying, because what are the, if you dissect what Soludo is saying, he's saying that Obi cannot win. That's what he's saying, that Obi cannot win based on his own calculation. Now, remember, he's an economist, not a political wizard. Just a simple economist. He's saying other things, but his main thing is that Obi cannot win. That is, Obi's candidacy is going to make it easy for Tinubu to win. Of course, he's wrong about that. He's wrong. He can say that if he wants to. The other thing he's talking about is that Obi's investment is not worth that much. Now, remember, Obi's successor is his predecessor. When somebody makes an investment...
Sorry, Brother Pansa. Sorry,
yes.
Justin. But let me ask you something.
Sure.
Did Obi invest in Anambra State, whether it's 1 naira or 1 billion naira? Did he invest in Anambra State? And the Soludo and the previous governors, how much did they invest? Did the Obi invest in Anambra State? That's the question.
That is a very important question, which is the only thing that should be revealed by him. Obi is making claim that he made some investments. He has not said that Obi didn't make an investment, right? An investment is done in time. Now, remember that the concept of time and a three-dimensional space, regarded as is fused in a four-dimensional continuum. If you made an investment in 2004 or whenever it was, and you claim you made the investment the veracity should be, did you make that investment? That's one. Two, if you claim that that investment is doing very well, it's 100 million by now, then you have to look at time and space. When you made that comment, was that amount the worth of that investment at the time? And all that seems to be in order. That person is vindicated. Now, there's a cleverness about his statement that he's making. In my opinion, he's being a shyster about that one. All right, he's trying to be fast and loose because he doesn't want to say what his predecessor, Obiano, did. If Obi claims that his investment is worth $100 million at some point, and then Obiano comes in and takes some money out of that, right? Pay us some money from that.
Mr. Pansat, please,
Yes.
you need to round up your submission, please. And to my other panelists, please, let's stick to the topic on ground. We have our discussion later on by 5 p.m. today. We could talk on extensively on that broadcast. Let's keep it brief so that everybody can talk quickly, please. Thank you.
Okay, this happens to be a big topic, so I would of course comply with you then. So, but you have we to answer my brother who just asked me a question. Yes, he did make the investment that he claims that he made. Yes, he did do very well when he claimed that it was doing very well, and then there has been third parties who've come in after him. So what those people did is not government is a continuum. If he comes in there, takes money from there and does something else, or leaves it there when he should have cashed out, Obi is vindicated. So to conclude, this man is megalomaniac, okay? Have delusions of grandeur. He believes that an economist is the ultimate virtue. It's not. So he's obsessional. He talks with grandiosity. That's a big difference. The big difference between the two of them is that Obi is modest and has humility. But this guy is egotistic, conceited. So we shouldn't even give him time of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pansat. All right, let's move on to Mr. Chubuzo. Apologies, please, if I am not calling the names accordingly. You probably left the studio or something, and your name just went beneath. So please apologize.
No, Mr. Pansat was there before me. He just left then and came back. I understand.
Okay. All right. Thank you. A big shout out to each and every one of you. CJ, thank you for your comment. Thank you for being here. The Queen Valerie, been a long time. How are you doing, the Queen? The Queen says, if you had 10 million in your bank account in 2014, has it got the same dollar equivalent value now? It is not Peter Obi's fault that the Nigerian economy has crashed. Good morning to you, the Queen. It's good to have you here. The Sultan says exactly. All right. A big shout out also to Skyscream America. Thank you, Bosse Adebayo. Thank you, man, for being here. Thank you, Skystream America. Thank you for being here. Thank you to each and every one of you. All right, Mr. Chubuzo, please, let's have you.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Good day, everyone listening. Good day, Emma.
Yes,
what I want to chip on the Abia State issue is Nigerian people must understand now that we are submissive to this APC government. And if you ask me what I want to tell the people of Abia State to use a ninja style of movement, to eliminate the soldiers, because I believe those soldiers are not there to protect anybody. They are there to kill the people. So you don't need to run away. You use a ninja style and they take them out, just like the unknown gunmen are operating. And I don't even know where the unknown gunmen now, they are hiding. This is the time they're supposed to make their opinion heard, so that people will know that the military cannot just come from anywhere and kill innocent people they don't know about. They're looking for somebody and they're killing other people. You know, they're just using that opportunity to just eliminate anybody that come around their way. So if other people, those people who feel that they can do it, let them use ninja style of movement and take this military out. Because if they kill you, no accountability. If you kill them also, there will be no accountability. So that's the only thing I can say, because the governor cannot do anything. When you ask the governor, he say, my hands are tied. But you are elected to protect them. But now you are getting elected. When you are now elected, then your hand became tied. So you can't do anything. You are you are there, but doing nothing. So that's all I can say for them. Then for Soludo, one thing with this Soludo, I never liked him in the first place. Right from the time I know him, just don't like him. I just don't like him, you know. So, but anyway, that is me. I don't like him because I know that such a thing will emerge, you know. For him criticizing Obi, this is one wrong thing most of us are doing. We need to change the government. Everybody has seen that things are not going well. We don't need to look at this is my brother or that is my sister or that is my friend. Let us look for somebody who are collected and who can move Nigeria forward, not to criticize people. If we criticize people, you criticize them based on what they have done. If you promote somebody, you promote them for what they have done. Whether P2B did a little or small, those people who come after him, what achievement they have done? How did they leave any money in the coffin of Anambra State? Did they do anything that Anambra State people can come out and be proud of? But all the previous governors that Obi left behind, all of them come with a criticism. Even Soludo, as he came to power, the first thing he did, it was just to demolish houses of the people without proper plan. I don't even see any plan that he's doing, just to demolish. He demolish. We understand, but how are you going to fix things, make things better for the Anambra people? Not to criticize people. You are there to work as a governor. You are not going there for a presidential candidate. When you are town rich, then you can be talking about other candidates. Do your work, make sure that you do things properly so that Nigeria can go forward. You know, so the Nigerian government, the Soludo of a man, I don't just understand him. He have come as a peaceful maker, somebody which people, you know, embrace so much, love so much, and then immediately he gained the power now, then he channeled his support to the Fulanis, to the APCs, you know, and this is very worrying. And this is what the Nigerian people have to be very careful of. All this thing that is happening before our eyes. We will support somebody when he gained office. He became a problem to Nigerians, you know. So this is very, very bad. I will stop for here. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chibuzo. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you. Let's move on to Mr. Chooks. Mr. Chooks, how are you doing? Good day to you, sir.
I'm fine, Emma. Good morning.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning,
Welcome
fellow
to the
panelists.
broadcast.
Yeah, good morning to those on the chat and everybody watching us around the world. Yeah, I want to start with Soludo. One thing I want to address Nigerians today is, please leave the Igbos out of this. Please. This is, you know, I'm just using this opportunity and this medium to tell everybody to leave Igbo out of this. P2B is not running as an Igbo president. He's running as a Nigerian president. That is number one. Number two, if Soludo speaks, he speaks for himself, not even for his family. Okay? Soludo cannot speak for the Igbo people. And by the way, these people questioning the Igbos always are not at unit and this and that. Is the same thing not happening in your own states and region? It's all about the people on top. It's all about the status quo. They are the people. The same thing happening to an Igbo man is happening to an Edo man. The same thing happening to an Hausa man. If anything to go by, The Igbo people are the ones even challenging those people. So let's not come here all the time or everywhere to make it as an Igbo, hating Igbo. It's the Igbo people, is the Igbo people. I am saying it right now. Hell no. It is not about the Igbos. It's about the Nigerian. It is Nigerian thing. If anything to go by, the Igbos are the one who says no to those so-called leaders. We never believe in anybody. This thing like where Mr. Pansad has said, even his son, how many of these people have their son come to say, hey, I disagree with my dad. I hit my chest when I had that because I know it can happen in Igbo land. So let's stop making this an Igbo. These are the same people. Nobody know who is dolling out his chef on him to put this so that other Nigerians will discuss it this same way I'm saying it now. There's no two ways to talk about Soludo. There's no two ways. What he's doing is to create. Imagine. Let's be realistic. Are we saying that the Igbo man on the street will listen to go and work with Atiku or work with Tinubu? What are we saying? He said all this there to tell us this is my own thought, not the Igbo thought. So let us not, when I go to some platform and I hear this, it makes me mad because that is not the true reflection of things. And we've seen it time and time again. This is a general problem of Nigeria. It happens everywhere. It happens in the Southwest. It happened to start with. Who even started this? Have we let weak out of this? If we got to talk about people betraying people. So let us not continue to make this Igbo thing. The ordinary man on the street is with the rest of Nigerians, and we are still talking about the cronies that have been stealing from us. Please, let us stop this, because that is where the enemies will come in. I'm saying it, I'm frustrated. Why am I frustrated? Because we should understand what the enemies are looking for, and we are giving them on a platter of gold. That's why I'm frustrated. I'm not frustrated because I'm an Igbo man. I'm frustrated because we are yielding to what the enemies want. Please, I am using this opportunity to beg everybody to understand this. There's no single Igbo man that is working with Soludo and his groups. Look at what is happening in Abia State. Look at what is happening in Imo State. Is that not the same people? They are same people that they're treating in that manner. So how can we come now and say he is speaking for us? Look at what is happening with the military, going from house to house to collect guns. Has that been done in Castina? Has that been done in any other place? I always say this here. Autumn is shouting, nobody is listening. After autumn, there will be another person. Now, they've gone back down to Abia State to collect guns, right? After Abia, and nobody is speaking about that. After Abia, there will be another state. That is my submission. Thank you.
All right, so we're hoping that would not escalate more than that. Mr. Chukwu spoke with so much passion there. Yes, it's a Nigerian thing and shouldn't be attributed to a particular state. Thank you very much for that submission. And somebody wanted me to post Sultan. Okay, yeah, Mr. Passat says I should push out to showcase. I don't know, but I saw that yesterday, and I said, this is it. If you're not, your father is a public servant, public office holder, and he is not doing something right. Come out and distance yourself from him, from his office, and all of that, so that, because if Nigerians come, they will come for all of your entire family. And just when I was, appreciating that young man for doing that, that was actually very brave.
Ima, sorry, 1 second, please. Ima, sorry, 1 second, please. You see what we're talking about, Nigerian press. Why was that not making headlines? Why was that not making headlines? This is why I want Nigerians to understand that both the press and the elites, they never want that country to work. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that. But but I don't know. But I mean, coming out to say something like that and taking down the tweet. I tried to get that to bring it on here, but I just couldn't get a hold of all of that. I couldn't get a hold of that apology that he gave out there. But I think the approach or the attempt that he would even come out and speak against what his father is doing and identify with Joe Obedient is that's not usual. That's not usual. All right, Mr. Pansa, thank you for sharing that link with me. Let's move on to Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, it's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Thank you very much, and good evening from here, from Japan. I want to extend my greetings to co-panelists and viewers all over the world, commenters or the other side. Thank you. First, I just came in because I want to dwell on Charles Soludo's issue, Charles Chukuma Soludo issue. I think he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is somebody has said he has unmasked himself. I think I believe what that guy has rightly said. Charles Soludo became the governor of Central Bank through PDP President Olusegun Obasanjo. Obasanjo is not or was not an ABGA person. I don't know why Charles Soludo should dwell solely on ABGA. That Peter Obi said he wasn't going to leave ABGA. ABGA is not the only party in Nigeria. If PDP made him who he is today, I think ABGA should make other people too, and other Labour Party should make somebody else, whoever that person wants to be. Charles Soludo, from what I have seen the face of Soludo in so many platforms. I think he's been attacked by the gods of not only Igbo land. I think the gods of Nigeria, the gods of the ancestors, people that have died because of this bad government, people that have died because of this Fulani attack and all that, because of the economy and all that. I think the spirit of everyone who attacked Soludo, people should take Soludo as a persona non grata because he's no longer relevant. If he comes out to, dwell on Peter Obi's issue, he's saying that Peter Obi will never win and all that. I think Peter Soludo is no longer important. But one thing I want to let people know, somebody like Soludo is in every society, is in every community. You see the Yoruba people, this Afenifere leader supporting Peter Obi. No Yoruba has come out to say he has betrayed the Yoruba people. No. Somebody like Soludo, if that is his demeanor, he's against Obi, it doesn't mean all Igbos are like that. This is not about Igbo, it's not about Benin, it's not about Yoruba. There are people like that in every society. He has the right to say whatever he wants to say, but he has to be constructive. What he's saying is meaningless. If Peter Obi invested during his time, that investment is supposed to have taken to a climax by the next governor, who was, I think, the other fair guy that just left. Is supposed to have taken that investment to an Eldorado, not this Peter Obi, who already invested a lot of money, and is supposed to grow the business by the next governor, the man that just left that went to America the other day. So he should attack the governor before him, not Peter Obi. Even if he has to attack anybody, he has to be very constructive. No, he's just doing it because, like Pansat said, he probably belonged to the establishment. They must have paid him some money to do this nonsense he's doing now. I think if he continues like this, he's probably not going to get the second term. The Igbos have risen up. The Nigerian youth have risen up. We have all woken up to the realities of what Nigeria is supposed to be. You see, and one other thing is, you see, Soludo was born in 1960. He's probably, suffering from the stigmatization of the past when Igbos were, so subjugated by the federal government, probably that stigma is still working in him. He still has an effect in his brain, and that's why we talk about these mental problems. I think Soludo is one of the people now that should be taken to a mental facility for evaluation, because what he's saying now has no meaning, has no bearing on the current situation of the country. So I would like, if there's anybody close to him, I'm happy the son has debunked what he said. The son has gone against what the father has said. That is one, but that is not enough. The family should take him for meta evaluation and see whether he's okay or not. Because the way he's going now is very, very contrary to the yearnings and aspirations of the current Nigerian people right now. That's what I want to talk about. So I don't want to talk about any other issue for now. Thank you very much.
Mr. Kennedy, it was a delight to have you on here. Thank you very much. Mr. Majid, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Ima. How are you?
It's a beautiful day, and I'm grateful. Thank you.
Yesterday you interrupted me and you didn't get me back to
I'm
the topic.
sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Majid, I'm sorry, but can you please be more audible?
Okay. I say it's okay, no problem. I understand. Maybe I came late yesterday.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let's move on then.
Yeah. About Soludo, I don't think anybody should blame him or maybe try to make it look as if Soludo is speaking for all the Eastern region or something like that. He's not speaking for Igbos. He's just making his own opinion. You get? So nobody should just come here and make it look as if Soludo would decide who I'm going to vote. No, he can't do that. So he's just saying on his own. I know he has influence, and people expect much from him, but we shouldn't just, make it look as if his word carries weight. Man, as we are, Igbos, we are not known to be controlled by our leaders, because right from time we never appreciate them, because we know they don't have our interests at heart. So anybody that is a leader in Igbo land and don't have us at heart, we don't align with that person. So Soludo as a person has his own opinion. So he just expressed that. It's just like during the governorship election in Anambra. P2B supported Van, right? Yeah, which he also said that if opportunity presents itself again, he's still going to support the young man. So it seems like both of them are not aligned to each other based on party affiliation or something like that. So I don't see that as a big deal. He just made a comment, and everybody should just let it go and move on. We all have what is in our mind, the youth, and we don't follow them. The reason why Soludo was voted in office is because we wait PDP, we wait APC, and at a time like that, we feel like allowing APC and PDP to take Anambra is not going to be good for us, the Igbo. So we decided to go for Soludo, just settle with Soludo. So I don't think there's anything different anything different Soludo can do from what our previous government has been doing to us that we have never survived. So I don't see that as a big deal. That is, by the way. These people I want to talk about in general. Let me just, whenever I come here, I keep saying that we lack visionary leaders. And I know why I'm saying that. Why I'm saying that is because these people are visionless. To be sincere with you, all of them travel as they do travel. Okay, let me just shock you. There's one I met. I here where I stay, I run some private company. I know how many of them that do comes here. So it's not like we don't know that these people don't have us at heart, but we keep on voting them. We keep on making them feel like they are more important. I just realized that Israel has no mineral resources. But look at Israel today, 9 million people, close to 10 million people, no mineral resources. How did they get to where they are? They decided to do extraordinary. People that has the citizen at heart. People that has their people, the vision they had, that is what prompts them. Do you know what they invested in human capital? They trained, they gave the citizen the opportunity to go to school. Now they are reaping all the good deed they have done. Israel is one of the powerful countries we know today, both military and everything. So I don't think Nigeria should be crying because we keep on voting people that has no vision. The ones that has vision, we say they have never tested power before. Therefore, we cannot vote them in. But we just realize that is okay. We cry. We say they don't give us job. They say when you go to look for job, they say, "Do you have experience?" How can someone acquire experience when you have never given him or her the opportunity to to try? That is the problem Nigeria is having. I can't just come here and blame Soludo because it's going to end up like others because the system that is existing is not really favorable to the people. I know what I'm saying. It's not favorable. There's nothing you can do about it. The only thing we can do is to make sure that we elect people with vision. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be now. We can think about tomorrow. Let's forget about us because we ourselves, we have already gone outside the country, different places to make ends meet, to try to be who we are. So that is okay. But we can not allow these same people who ruin our destiny to do the same to our grandchildren. That is what we should be fighting, not for us, because for us, we have already done what we should do. We are hustling, but we cannot hustle. Our grandchildren will hustle. Our great grandchildren will hustle. That is one thing all of us need to come together and say, no, we cannot continue hustling, providing for ourselves while we have leaders who sit on that chair, doing nothing, using Biro just to steal everything and keep for their grandchildren. So I don't want us to keep on flogging Soludo because we know it's going to be like others. So one thing I know is that Nigeria has to be great. If Nigeria cannot work, if that our diversity is our problem, let's split it 3 or 4 places. Everybody go. Because it seems like we cannot manage our popularity. We can't. We have enough human resources that can drive this world. When I say the world, I know what I'm saying. Nigerians are very talented. Nigerians are very hardworking. We have what it takes to drive the world, to keep
All right,
Nigeria
Mr.
in the
Majid.
map.
That's as much as we can take, please.
Okay, let me just summarize. I
All
don't
right, sir.
want us to keep on fighting as if we don't know what to do. Let's do the right thing. Let us do the right thing, and I'm sure we will get it right. If we can't get it right, let everybody go their way. I think the best way is to just go our separate ways. For me, I have decided, I've thought about it. The best thing is let everybody go their different ways because it cannot work. This union
All right,
is not
Mr.
going to
Majid.
work.
That's as much as we can take from you. Thank you very much. Thank you to each and every one of you on this broadcast with me. Thank you for being here. Please do also like if you are yet to like the broadcast, and please, I beg, make una support. Please take our time to support by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. Please engage us with a try. With a 370 with a try. Please support us. And to each and every one of you that has supported us today, thank you. God bless you so very much. Let's move on to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, bring it down.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Ima. Good morning, Mr. Najawash and your technical crew. Good morning, fellow panelists. I can see the panel is hot already. Good morning, those on the comment section and viewers worldwide. I salute everybody. You must realize that this bunch of wicked people, they've gone everywhere. They've gone to the United Kingdom. They've gone to the FBI in America. They've gone to the Nigerian DSS, ICPC, EFCC. They've done all their research. They didn't find anything against Peter Obi. So they changed the tactics now. They had to call in Soludo from his own house. A man's enemy is of his own house. Peter Obi was never a governor in Edo State. He was never a governor in Lagos. They couldn't do anything outside. They have to use somebody within. It has always been like that. To betray Jesus, it has to be one of his disciples. It has always been like that. Who denied Jesus? Peter again. One of his disciples. It has always been like that. No Benin man can bring down Obi or can talk about Obi and people will listen the way they are listening to somebody from his own state. We must get it right. You cannot tell people not to talk about the Igbos. Unfortunately, everybody cannot have the awareness you have. It's not their fault. We are condemning Fulani tribe today because of the activities of some Fulani herdsmen. So everybody is not as educated, as exposed, as smart as you are on this platform. So you can't blame them for being angry. What we expected them to do, just like the Beninese do, if you know the kind of people that rose up against Obaseki when he didn't give the stadium to Obi movement, the cream de la cream of Edo State, the political bigwigs came out. If you have heard of Ultimate Equal, he's just like Innocent Motors. The guy is so worthy. We have Edos, even the king, the monarch, stated that Obi is everywhere. That is what Nigerians expect from the bigwigs of the Igbos to counter this madman who calls himself Soludo. I was expecting Chimamanda. I was expecting Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Bigwigs, Innocent Motors, people who one way or the other are related to the ideology of Peter Obi. Since it's a Nigerian project, they should come out and release statements on their Twitter platform, on their Facebook platform. This is what we are talking about. So when people are saying a tribe is not, you know that they are against the Igbos. Nobody's against them. You can't close everybody's mouth. No. Everybody cannot be educated as you are. So if it was a Benin man or an Edo man, you will see if any Edo man came out. The guy that came out to announce Obi movement new rally venue was a political shifting in PDP. They can't. I had an interview with him. He told me, he said, my brother, I've made money. I'm not happy with the way Nigeria is. My children are in Canada. Do I forbid if they come back home one day and in a new Nigeria where things are thriving and they open company and they're exporting food to different countries in agriculture, or they are bringing technology back home? I want a new Nigeria. That's somebody, if you count the 10 biggest boys in Edo State, he's one of them, leading that rally. A lot of them are like that. So why people are talking about Igbo is because Soludo is an Igbo man. So I expected some people that I would expect, scholars in that same tribe, to come out. What is Chimamanda doing? What is she doing? I respect her a lot. She turned down Buhari's government, what's it called, award ceremony invitation. She won our heart there. What is Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala doing? Yes, we know she's a chairperson of the World Trade Organization, but she's a stakeholder here because she was born and raised here. What is Innocent Motors doing? A man that benefited from Obi's government, Obi, gesture during the beginning of his business. What are they doing? Why are they not coming out on Arise TV, on China's, to say Soludo is a madman? Soludo has been paid. So this is why people think the tribe is divided, and a house that is divided against itself cannot stand. During the Oputa panel, this guy, what's it called? El Mustafa was asking Soyinka, were you not there, sir, Mr. Professor, or were you not there in London on the meeting that decided the deaths of Sani Abacha? Wole Soyinka could not deny, because he is a CIA agent. He said Abacha's house was divided against him. When your house is, all these wicked men, they know what they are doing. They've gone around. They didn't see anything. Oh yeah, let's use his house. Oh yeah, call the governor, offer him money, offer him a lot of things, guarantee him his second term elections. That's what they've done. I read politics, for God's sake. It's called the games theory. The zero-sum game and the chicken game and the carrot and the stick. They've chosen carrot at his house. I expected Soludo, who benefited from the kindness and from the legacy of Peter Obi when he was coming to power, not to act like this, but people change. So I'm calling on the big wigs that God has blessed. I told you, Igbo is a blessed tribe. We know Obi is a Nigerian project, but he came from a home. Jesus is from Israel, but he's from Nazareth. We cannot take that away from Nigerians. Do you know what? I was even planning those days that if the Biafran project works again with the new leader, Nnamdi Kanu, I was going to Biafra land to get citizenship, to get residency, to buy a house, and if the place will be built, if it will have electricity, if it will have security, I will go there. So we cannot take away where you came from because you are a Nigerian project. I want those who God have blessed in business, in politics, in world trade, they should come out and stand by their brother. He's our brother, but we know. But you must come from a home. It's a home that turns into a society. The society starts from a home. We cannot blame people from thinking the way they think. They cannot think like us. So when they say Igbo is not their fault. It's a level of their thinking. And they're also saying, I'm voting an Igbo man. I'm voting the Igbo man. The Igbo has to be president. They're also saying that because they want justice for the Easterners. We all know Easterners have been marginalized. They've all been treated badly since 1970, from that civil war. So they're also clamoring for justice for the Easterners. So they're not attacking anybody. It's just the way they think. Everybody is different. We have different mindsets. You can't blame them. Correct your brother at your home. Ginger your call out your big men and women who God has blessed. The way Edo's attacked, the place of Obaseki where he belonged. They reminded him about his story. They whitewashed him, gave him his life history. I expect people to come out. You saw our king, how he spoke. Apart from Soludo's son, how many big wig, how many chief or Igwe has come out to face Soludo headlong? But we did it in Edo State. Some Yorubas are doing it in Lagos against Tinubu, their own brother. So we expect some sense of sacrifice from that same tribe. I'm sorry, you may not like this, but it's the truth. It's not about Igbo or not Igbo. It's about doing the right thing now. So I call on Innocent Motors. I call on Ngozi Owela. I call on Chimamanda. I call on all these big people that God has blessed to come to the aid of Obi from his own place, from his own state. That this man can't be talking nonsense. We all know that Obi's history is very clean. We all know that he's not perfect, but he did well compared to other governors. Yeah, so, but Soludo has been paid, and he has changed. So, thank you.
Brother Alex, please don't leave. Let me just add to what you're saying, because you're making a good point, but there is something that I believe that should be, you should think about that. These people, all Igbos, these leaders coming out and chorusing to support Obi, we don't need that. That will mean that Obi is an Igbo candidate. Obi is not an Igbo candidate. If those people don't want, they don't have to, because the country is changing. We see what Edo is doing. You're right about that, because I am one of those that got the spiritual feeling when I first saw what the Edo is doing. It's a spiritual feeling. So the country has to learn from that. That's the only way we're gonna do any good. If the Igbos present Obi where all these elites come and say Obi, 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 then that will be tribal. But this is working out naturally, as Jesus Christ said in Mark 6:4-6, says that a prophet is without honor
in his own house.
In his own house.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. We see what Edo is doing. We applaud you for it. We're gonna learn from it some more. The Igbos are not pushing Obi. Obi is somebody who has gone out to the entire world, to the entire Africa, to the entire country, and say, hey, look, this is what our problem is. This is how I could fix it. Go and verify this. Go on. And people are not stupid. They looked at it. It's checked out. So what any opponent has to do now is to bring something that is solid and say, Obi did this, Obi did that. That is solid. Without that,
Mr. Panta, can I come in there? They've gone they've gone everywhere. There's nothing they can find. So they have to return to the roots. So now, what as a necessity, we know Obi is a Nigerian project. We know it's not an Igbo project. But as a necessity, there comes a time the parents of a child has to show up. It's just normal in every context. When a child is playing football, you see the camera beaming on their parents. It's normal. So the point I'm trying to make is this. The ones that God have blessed, you know, Igbos have been ahead almost in everything in Nigeria. We have them as role models, but they are quiet. They're quiet. Ngozi Owela should tweet something. We look up to her. Nosi Motors should tweet something. We look up to him in business. Chimamanda should say something. That's my point. If somebody comes out to say, I've been a corrupt man, I'm an Igbo guy, okay, but I want to, this is my stand. Soludo is wrong. I stand with Peter Obi, not because he's an Igbo man, but because this is the right thing to do. That's what I'm saying. If I tell you, Opaseki is almost being impeached. If not that he does not have a complete House of Assembly, those are taking him out. Because the big wigs are realizing that this is not how to live life. We can't continue like this as a country. That's my point. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alex. Thank you very much. Thank you for your submission, gentlemen. Let's quickly move on to Mr. Vine. Mr. Vine Maxwell, you made it into the studio. How are you today, sir?
Thank you, Sister Emma. I am so grateful to come in. I came late because of some certain things, you know, I have to take care of. We're back in my farm. Good morning to my co-panelists and good morning to Niger Watch, you know, the team leader in this platform. Those that are listening to us all over the world and those that are in the comment section, I salute all of you. This is one of your brother, your cousin, you know, from Ghana. You see, Sister Emma, I do not know the reason why Soludo will come out this particular time to make these nonsensical utterances about his own kinsman, Obi. In as much as I don't like Nigeria, in as much as I believe that everybody should, you know, go and pinch their own tent, I will not stand by and watch Soludo, who recently, some months or years ago, commended Peter Obi for what he was doing in Anambra State. When Peter Obi, look, that is why I told you here that strong structures lives beyond, you know, above strong men. The reason why this man will say what he's saying there today, thank God there are records and people can testify. Like Obi said, go and verify. There is no structure to keep people in place. Because if there were structures in Anambra State that are supposed to keep people in check, he wouldn't be doing this today. At least Obi did not hand over directly to him. Obi handed over a debt-free state, a state that had no debt hanging over their head. This man, Peter Obi, paid all the contractors he was not owing anybody when he was leaving. He handed over servants. The reason why Okonjo-Iweala is targeted or, you know, regarded as the best economist or finance minister that handled the affairs of Nigeria during her time was the singular policy she made us at that time, saving for the rainy days. Saving for the rainy days. In fact, it got to a stage in Nigeria where those savings this woman made for Nigeria were used now. The governors were saying that they should bring the money for share. We know all these things has happened in Nigeria. Peter Obi saved a lot of money. He brought Anambra from down in education to top. He built hospitals. He constructed roads. He even paid. In fact, the only thing that Peter Obi did there, in fact, if there is no other thing Peter Obi did in Anambra State, was to pay pensioners. He paid them. He never owed anybody. He never owed any worker in Anambra. Their salary were coming as when due. He did not directly hand over to this man. He handed over to Obiano, who later handed over to him. If there is any qualms this man has on Peter, he should direct it to the person that handed over to him. Why is it that it is always Igbos? It was an Igbo man that went to London to tell the world that there were no genocide committed against the Igbo people during the Civil War. Why must they begin to deal with themselves? Outsider, if outsider is telling Obi this, I will have no problem. But the worst fight you will fight in your own homestead is the fight you fight against your own people. I expected less from this guy. And if one of the most staggering thing that has ever happened today, I read from the news, is that his own son has come out to poo-poo on his nonsensicality. Thank you, and may God bless you, Sister Emma.
All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, thank you. Thank you very much for your submission. Talking about a son and the reply from the boy. Please, just a minute. Okay. So here we have it from Ozona says, I would appreciate not being dragged into this. I am not an extension of anybody. I have my own opinions and have always said I think Peter is the best candidate. All this has nothing to do with me. And what is being commended, I think I caught a reaction from one of my panelists saying that this boy has had to speak, or I think from the comment section, that he has had to speak for the safety of him and his family. And the father also said in the interview that his family, himself and his family, are receiving threats from obedience, and that also called Peter Obi to call his obedience to other. Well, well, I don't know how the story goes, but hopefully there's safety for them. If it's true when they say people are after them, but that's it. So we don't know if it's that motive that has driven this boy to come out and say this, but whatever it is, standing tall in a matter like this, that's a good one. All right. Thank you to my panelists. Thank you to each and every one of you that has been on this broadcast. It's been a long one. Thank you so very much. To those on the comment section, you guys have been very engaging. Thank you. Madam Bosse, a big thank you to you. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you. Mr. Pansat, I see you there. Kanayo, thank you. Joseph Oji, thank you very much. Thank you. Please do well to support us. Do well to support us. Naomi Bella, thank you very much for your donation. God bless you. Thank you. And drive safely, please. Thank you. All right. Who else is here? I want to give a shout out to so many people. Uche Jane, thank you for being here. Madam Boss says, good to have you on this broadcast. Ozegbe Wilfred, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. The Queen, Udoka Joy Alozie, thank you, ladies, for being here. Marisa Osas, thank you very much. Brandon Anosike, thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you. And some amazing panelists. A big shout out to each and every one of you. Chukwu Emeka, I'm seeing you again. It's nice to have you on here. Thank you very much, Skystream Media. You always give me like a tongue twist. Thank you for being on here. Innocent Ogbu, it's good to have you on Sabuvo. Thank you very much, Mr. Edulai. Thank you for your donation today. God bless you. Thank you for your time on here with us, Mr. Maki Rabot. Big thank you. Mr. Brian Maxwell, I was excited to see that you could make it into the studio. Thank you for being on here. To each and every one of you, Mr. Machiavelli, I hope you are fine. It's been a minute. Okay, to my panelists, we've come to the close of the broadcast of today's newspaper review. All right, Brother Rice, this is where you give your final submission. Thank you. And can we please, talk about in your submission about Afenifere's appeal to the federal government not to turn Nigeria to another Afghanistan, or we look at what is happening in Abia State. I think that should be calling for so much attention. We should be asking, the military should let us know why they are going to pick up youth and from a community and nobody's saying anything. Where are they taking them to? What crime? What are they doing? What's going on? People should just not be missing from the land. But nice. Okay, so that's my submission to each and every one of you. But nice, let's have your final submission. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I can see that this Southeastern issue is always causing emotion and a lot of reaction. I think I will try to avoid this all those kind of topic. You understand? Because I don't like when you are trying to reason and try to fight some people. They always take it personal. You understand? So I think anything that concerning Southeastern people, I will try to avoid it. You understand? Because when I criticize my governors here, everybody is okay with it. But when you criticize their own governor, it's a problem. You understand? So coming here shouting, people don't have to talk to their own people. So it's something that I don't really appreciate. You understand? And with this kind of mindset, there's no way we are going to come out from these difficulties, this problem that we have. Because I've seen that this house is divided. You understand? So if as far as there's no unity, we are no way we can fight this cabal. No way. You understand? That's just the truth. Because people don't like truth, but I will say how it is. That's just the reality. And this Afenifere that is coming out to say that they don't believe Buhari should not turn Nigeria to Afghanistan. Nigeria has already become Afghanistan. Even between them, there are fractures between them. There's no unity. So the leader there has already turned Nigeria to Afghanistan, because you know that the people cannot do anything. There's division among us. That's just the truth. Thank you so very much.
All right, thank you very much, Brother Nice. Thank you. Mr. Chibuzo, please let's have you briefly.
Yeah, thank you again, Emma. I see everybody is very angry for whatever comment everybody is making, but don't forget that we are just trying to make an opinion that can benefit each and everybody. So I don't want everybody to be getting angry for the speech or anything somebody say in this platform. We are coming here to learn. Sometimes we learn, sometimes we fight over it, argue over it, then and learn. That is it, you know. But what happened is I want to encourage everybody, every Obidati movement, whether you like it or not. You can see for yourself on the ground, whether you like it or not. Even though the obedient people did not fight for Obidati movement, the angel is in heaven is fighting already as I'm talking to you right now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Parsats?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
It's been a decent discussion. I wasn't going to dedicate all my time on my closing statement here to the troublemakers, the evildoers in Nigeria, but let me use a portion of it to address Brother Nice. It's been a constant refrain in his statements here about Igbo this, Igbo that, albeit that he's trying to have us all work together. And
Mr. Pastor, with all due respect, I don't like the way you talk sometimes. You are a mature man. You need to talk with wisdom.
Emma,
the last time you did this with the other brother. The last time.
Please,
if people don't,
please shut him up so I can finish.
Please, gentlemen. Please, gentlemen.
He's out of order.
We can we can do this amicably, please.
Listen, never insult me.
We have time to talk. But
I have not made my comment, and he's interrupting me. Please tell him to be quiet, please.
Mr. Pansat.
Yes.
Now is a very sensitive time, please. Can we just go
listen? Never tell me to quiet. Don't say.
But nice apologies, please.
Mr. Pansat. Did you mute him so I could finish what I was saying? I'm not saying anything that is out of order. I'm trying to make a statement because you see his attitude, very disrespectful. I guess his brother owns the station or something like that. But let me say, what he's been doing is quite interesting because he wants us to work together. He wants the Igbos and the Hausas, the Fulanis, the Yoruba, the Edos to work together. But his problem is that he's not allowed to criticize the Igbos. in his, I'm just trying to shorten what he's saying. What I understand him to say is that when he criticizes the Igbos, then they try to fight back. But even with the current discussion we're having right now, we're saying that these leaders do not represent us. That's one point. The other point is that we cannot all talk the same. We're not a monolith. But now, if you examine what this brother Nice is doing, it's not ignorance. It's not like he's ignorant or unintelligent or stupid. I don't know what his problem is. He understands. He speaks about everything else and he makes sense. And his goal makes sense. The goal is our goal. But how do you come here time after time admonishing the Igbos? Who are you? Every Igbo person on this panel is saying almost the same thing anybody is saying, from Edo, from Yoruba, from Fulani, from Ghana, from America. We're saying that Obi is the right candidate for us. We're saying that Soludo is talking nonsense. That his stand is economics, is a political neophyte. But this guy has a problem not just with me, with entire Igbo. Every day, every night, every time we come here, that distraction. Just because we want Obi to be president doesn't mean that we're going to take nonsense from anybody. There's nobody here. You cannot tell the Igbos anything. I can't tell the Igbos anything. I can tell some Igbo people something. You out of order, my friend. You don't like the way I talk. I should talk like you. This is the way I talk. Talk the way you talk, but make sense. Stop confusing us and bringing division where there's none. What is your addition to this discussion today? Is there anything that you and I disagree on?
Mr. Pansat.
Yes.
Please, I think you should go straight and give your submission, because Brother Nice would want to react to this, and emotions and tensions are high right now. So I don't think you should deliberate on this. I think we should just kill it at this route and let's move on. Please.
Right.
We have a common goal here, please. Brother Nice, please, I need you to calm down and please. I will give you a chance to respond, but please take our time to cool off, and please let a reaction come from a place of wanting to be understood and heard, and not from a place of anger. Please, we are one here. Please,
all right.
Thank you very
much.
Mr.
This is
President, I really will be counting 1 to 30. I won't mute my mic again. You have just 30 seconds, please.
Okay. As a matter of fact, what I'll do, let me just leave it right here. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was just 3 seconds. All right, Mr. Bassett. Thank you very much. Mr. Kennedy, please, let's have you, sir, your final submission.
Yes, thank you very much. I want to speak to Mr. Pansat. From your voice, I know you're a very matured man and probably very educated. I want to appeal to you. Brother Nice has given his submission. That is his disposition. I don't think he has a hatred for the Igbos. Mr. Alex had made a kind of submission, and he said something which I wouldn't want to paraphrase. Or if you want me to, just paraphrase it, he said, everybody must not be like, the way or how educated you are or something. You're supposed to have taken it that way. You see, Brother Nice I don't think he has hatred for the Igbos. He just said what he has to say, and we don't have to escalate it further. Please, I want to appeal to Brother Nice too. Brother Nice, please take it easy. Sorry for whatever has happened. I know you are very angry now. Please calm down. We are all, in the same boat. We are driving to the same direction. So that is for that. About the Afenifere, they have sent warning to the federal government not to make Nigeria look like Afghanistan. Somebody has said Nigeria is already like Afghanistan. I don't think it's like Afghanistan already. I think I quite appreciate what Afenifere is doing in all fronts. The federal government to make sure they don't turn Nigeria to either Afghanistan or Somali, because the way we are going now, if care is not taken, we'll even go further than this Somali and Afghanistan. We pray we don't get to that extent. So, but for us here and our families, we have to sensitize our families and our friends and all well wishers to, come to the polls in February and vote Peter Obi, so that the status quo we have to change, so that the dynamics we have to shift from, like Buhari said, from he has taken us from top to bottom, so that Obi will have to take us again from bottom to top. So thank you very much. I wish peace in this platform. Thank you, Mrs. Ima, for all your the way you have been taking this platform, and may God bless the owner of this platform. Thank you very much.
A big amen. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Kennedy. A big shout out to each and every one of you on the comment section. Joseph Igama, I see you right there, sir. Thank you for being on here. Uh, Mr. Oji, thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. I'll allow our panelists go on with their submissions. Okay, let's see who we have here. Mr. Majid. Mr. Majid.
I was actually laughing since Brother Nice, right, and one of my brother we are exchanging some comments. Please, we don't need to fight for these people. All we have to do is just give our submission. Try to see a way we can move along. Try see how we can promote Obi. It's not something we should fight for. Let me tell you, people. As I'm talking to you now, my family is in the bush. Yeah, in the bush. My younger brother sent me pictures where they are staying in the bush because the Bubago and the military and
Please,
stuff like that.
Mr. Majid, do you want to say that again and loudly? You say your family
Okay.
are where?
Yeah, currently they're in the bush right now. So I'm talking to you people in the bush
Where are they?
right
What
now.
part of Nigeria are they in?
They are currently in the bush. So
Where? Which
I feel
state? Which state?
that is Imo State.
Imo State.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they are currently in the bush. The pictures are here. So when you guys were doing this, I was laughing because we are going through a lot in Imo State, and nobody knows what we are going through. But especially my area is affecting others. Like they burn houses almost every day. When I say almost every day, they must come there, burn houses, and leave. In the night, they will come back and check if those guys are back. The instruction given to them now is get any youth you see, anyone resist, shoot aside. And the youth have said, we are going to shoot. So it's just like we are living with fear. We are living in fear. There is no freedom. There is no happiness. The place that I grew up, when I see what is happening in Nigeria, I cry because I grew up in this place. It was very peaceful, lovely, but all of a sudden things have changed. So please, we don't need to really fight. All we have to do is just look for a solution on how we can be able to, get these people to do the right thing. We have a bunch of empty leaders, very bunch of empty leaders. When you fight for them, I wonder why people fight for them in the first place. They are so empty, so wicked, so inconsiderate. Yeah, please, I have to stop here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Ima, can you hear me?
Yes, boss. I can hear you. Welcome to the broadcast, sir.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Nigeria Watch family. My attention was drawn to what is going on here, and I can see the topic right there. I just wanted to quickly take at least 5 minutes of your time here. Please, everybody stay mute, Thank you. Okay, yeah. All right. We can see now that the mission of Soludo and many others are gradually coming to reality, which we don't want to. We have to fight it back. Because if you see we are fighting ourselves here on this platform, it means that we are allowing these people to succeed over us. That's what it means. That's their mission. It's just like somebody coming to our platform to counter what we are saying about Peter Obi and all that. Their mission is to divide us. I want to address Brother Nice and Mr. Pansat. That's why I'm here. Mr. Pansat, I'll start with Brother Nice. Brother Nice, thank you very much, my brother. You're always here, and I appreciate you always. But one thing you know me for, when taking decision on this platform, I don't really care who you are. It doesn't matter if you're my father, my brother, my sister, whoever you are, I don't care. I take my decisions, in a straightforward way, in a fair manner. I'm going to address both of you now. Brother Nice, whenever you submit anything here and somebody dispute it or they don't want it, you don't need to take it personal. That's what the platform is all about. When you talk, somebody's right there to counter you. That's what the platform was designed for. So if it didn't go your way, or amongst the 10 people on the panel, 4 people disagree with you, if 6 agree with you, that's fine. We shouldn't argue about it, especially in a disrespectful way. You have always have a very, very good intention for not just this platform, for Nigeria. But it doesn't mean we can always get it right. Let me start with myself. Everybody know my mission is how Nigeria can become a better place. But I don't always get it right. I might say something now that 1 or 2 person might disagree with. That is why we are human beings. If you are expecting to come here every day, everybody will applaud you every day, then you have a long way to go. If, for example, people dispute what you're saying, you shouldn't come and say, oh, anything to do with the Easterner or whatever, you're not going to talk on it anymore. No. It's like all your effort, because if you want me to comment on it, all the effort you've put into this for Nigeria to become a better place is a lot. That means you're going to tarnish it in just because of one statement. To me, I disagree with that. And 2, Mr. Pansat is somebody that none of you know. Many of you, let me say many of you here don't know. You see, my platform, I designed it in a way that is your choice to on your camera or turn it off. I can decide tomorrow that everybody that want to come here, you must be turning on your camera, but I don't want to do that. Do you know why? Because I want everybody to be free in their deliveries. As long as you're not insulting, or say it how it is. Talk. That's what the platform is all about. Just talk. So if you want to be here every day, you don't want to turn on your camera, I don't have a problem with that. I know many of you. Brother Nice, I want to let you know this today. In everything you said today, for me, is your opinion and you are entitled to it. But the only part that I disagree with you is your last statement where you disrespected Mr. Pansat. Mr. Pansat is here with you. Brother Nice, you are a young man. And me, myself, I'm talking to you right now, I'm a young man. We know ourselves by voice or anyhow. Mr. Pansat is not a young man. A man that is almost 70 is not a young man. Please, apart from that, when we are addressing people, we should at least have some courtesy. We don't just talk to people anyhow we like because we are on the same platform. Brother Nice, on that, I would like you to apologize to Mr. Pansat when it gets to your turn. He's a father to many of us here. Please, you can disagree with him. Please don't, when you are talking or you want to address people like that, make sure you are listening to yourself. Because for me, I will never allow, despite I know you are a young man, me myself, I'm a young man, I will not allow anybody to insult you. But when we can figure a father out of this platform, he must be given his due respect. Now I move on to Mr. Pansat. Mr. Pansat, I want you to understand that Everybody are entitled to their opinion. Brother Nice have fought heavily for the Igbo people, especially on this platform. Brother Nice, if you were following him, although he has been here before you, all his judgment when it comes to Nigeria is equal. He tried to equalize everything. He's not sentimental. If you are talking about our governor, talking about our state, he judged it fairly. So that's the same character, the attitude he's carrying when he's judging about other states or other tribes. When he's passing on his delivery, please let him talk. Just give him. He's entitled to his opinion as long as he's not insulting anyone. Look what he just said, that Mr. Kennedy addressed, that Nigeria is already becoming like Afghanistan. Mr. Kennedy said, no, he haven't got into that. I will support Brother Nice. Do we want them to be throwing bombs from house to house before we know that we are already getting there? Every blessed day, people are dying in Nigeria. Look at my brother that just finished talking now before me. His family is on the bush. He might not want to reveal more due to privacy. Many of us are facing pains that we don't even know who to cry to anymore. Please, I want us to know that the frustration is hitting every one of us very hard here. In case we are hitting on each other, we should remember that the situation in Nigeria is affecting all of us, both those that is arguing with themselves. Soludo is a disgraceful goat. My brother Alex, I have to reference to him. Peter Obi obviously is not here to become an Igbo president. He's running to become a Nigeria president. But the realism of it is that Peter Obi is an Igbo man. Igbo people support your own. That's what my brother Alex was saying. And I like his reference where he said, on the pitch, where everybody is watching footballers, when their son is doing well, they carry the camera to shine on the parents. And that's fact. Because it means this boy will they play football like this. So the guy is so good. He has scored 3 goals today. He has got a hat trick. No go look if Papa Mama will bring and come this world. That's what it means. We cannot shy away from the truth. Peter Obi is an Igbo man. Igbo people should be on the front line. It doesn't matter. I'm not tribalistic and I will never embrace it. But when it comes to realism, we have got to say it how it is. He's an Igbo man for Christ's sake. We can't see disgraceful Soludo to continue to come out to criticize Peter Obi, and we should fold our arms and be looking at him. I go back to my brother again, Alex, who call on the eminent, prominent individuals in the Igbo land that have not addressed this, because many of them are fake and satanic. Many of them are disgraceful. Then they beat your papa for road. You see him. You reach there, they ask people they beat your papa, say, what did my father do when they beat him? This is why this platform is here. We got to fight back. I've said it over and over again. We got to fight back. We cannot fold our arms and be watching these lunatics, the people that is part of the destructions that is affecting you and I today. We'll be looking at them. Yeah, and the devil, they worry him now, and the devil. God will expose them. God does not expose anybody. God has given you the same power to fight back your enemies. You cannot expect me to fold my hands and watch Soludo, who have just received Money recently now he's talking, he's raining on social media. It's raining in every mainstream media. Where you people say we should fold our arms. On that, I support what Brother Nice was saying. Because he's angry that the Igbo people are not standing on the front line. Tonight, I will be addressing this whole thing holistically. Thank you very much, my people. Back to you, man.
All right, Mr. Niger.
Can I say something, Mr. Niger? I want to say something.
Who is speaking?
Who is speaking? Magic. I just want to respond to what he wants. I just want to add something to what he just said.
Okay, go ahead.
There's an adage in my school that says that they don't join hands together to peace the community. You know, some people has to start, then others will join later. So I don't think we have to make it look as if that all Igbos are against it to be built for presidential this thing. No, it's not all Igbos. We have our elders. Remember, former governor of Anambra State. What is his name again? The one that will be took from not in Gigi, the other one to something. I forgot his name.
Is it Ezefe? Is it Ezefe?
Yes, Ezefe and the other elders, you know, they have endorsed P2B. They are backing him. So when you see people like Soludo talk, for me as a person, I don't in any way, you know, follow these politicians. I don't in any way like to promote people. We are promoting Soludo, and that is one. The way we are talking, self is going to even make him trend more. So when people like him talk, the best thing for us to do is just ignore him. When you ignore him, okay, last time he said something that the investment fee to be made worth nothing. And because the way we reacted, he came back again and made another statement. So it seems like we are giving him enough platform to speak. And the more he speaks, the more we get angry. It's not all Igbos are against P2B. For me as an Igbo man, I gave money to my siblings to go pick their this thing, voters card, and also anybody that voted P2B, I also give money. So we are fighting the elite in Igbo land. When I say my family is in the bush, I know what I'm saying. Every day I pray for my younger brothers not to be killed because
Oh dear.
We've lost him. We've lost him.
Oh dear. Okay, yeah, Mr. Majid, so sorry about what your family is going through right now. Guys, see the things we read out here on our newspaper review, they are fact, and I think they are even underplayed what is truly going on in the land. It's really terrible. You can't move. The chances of being kidnapped in church is there, from the airport is there, you're going by road, everything is just not safe, really not safe. It's these governments are intentional about giving us a Nigeria that is unlivable, that is not safe. It's an intentional act, and we really need to vote out this government and do better. We really, really need to do better. Please, let's stay united. Let's stay united. Um, Mr. Alex, Mr. Alex, your final submission, please.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Alex.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please, Alex, Emma, please, Emma, please, Alex, allow me to say something, please. I know I came late. Alex, please, I beg you, please, Alex, my brother, please.
I'll wait.
It's if you, it will help a lot. Please, Emma,
I'll wait. I'll come after you.
I'm not trying to. Okay, it's just that I was listening, but I came in because of Bro Nice, what he said. Bro Nice, I'm from Anambra, Agwata local government. Ezinifite town. I want you to take it down. I am as Igbo as any other person. It was in Niger Watch platform here. I took opportunity months back and recent as last 2 weeks or last week even before this Soludo issue came up. I replied to our sister who always speaks in the evening, Rita. Always express something like, a sense of disappointment that probably the Igbos are not behind P2B, just like you expressed. But in your own case, Bronice, you were kind of saying if you criticize Igbos, people will no. You may not be Igbo by blood, but by criticisms, especially if it's about to be. Please, you are free. I back you. Don't entertain any fear. Don't hold back. P2B is an open book. All his achievements that you will use as a factor, as points, are in the open. If you like, you can ask me. So when you are talking about P2B, you are talking about somebody who is national. Nobody, no Igbo man can hold back. That brings me to this issue people are having with Igbo discussion. They always feel that if you pay money to INEC and the INEC will rig an election for you, you become a senator for 2 months. Later, it goes to what is it called? It goes to Supreme Court. You are removed, and the other person replaces you of any political post. Then you become a leader. Other ethnic groups might be seeing their leadership as a result of people that win an election. Ndi Igbo don't see it that way. I'm being honest with you. I'm from Anambra State. Listen to me very well. We don't. For the avoidance of doubt, I told people that in the history of Igbo civilization, Brother Nice, I want you to take note of this name. Ndi Igbo have only had 4 leaders, 4, which the Igbo man will revere, 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 hold in high esteem. 4. Number 1, Dr. M.Y. Okpara, former Premier Eastern Region. Number 2, Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu, because of what he did. When the Igbos were at the verge of extinction, he stood up to be counted. Alex can lecture us more about that. I listened to him. I even learned from Alex about civil war, though I'm Igbo, but he's not, because of the research he did. That was why I took his phone number and we discussed one-on-one one time, but I found out that it's better listening to him here. Number 3, Dr. Sam Mbakwe, former governor of Imo State, 1979-83, because of what they call selflessness. That is what Igbo man considers first. Then number 4 is P2B. And when I mean a leader is somebody that can command followership. With the people you call leaders, if not that Ekweremadu is in jail, is going through hell now. If he's alive, if he's out now, or he's breathing fresh air like the rest of them in Nigeria, he must have spoken about P2B. And you say, yeah, Igbo leaders. Do you think Ndi Igbo regard Ekweremadu? You see, these Igbos, that's why when Ojukwu was alive, I'm sorry I have to, this elect, when Ojukwu was alive, Ojukwu said, people do not choose leaders for Ndi Igbo. Ask Igbo people who are their leaders. I will be surprised when you say you went to some streets in Onisha, Newi and this, and people were criticizing P2B. That is what I want to hear. It can't happen. It cannot happen. I gave an example here on Niger Watch. If it is possible for somebody to trek from Enugu to Onisha without anybody, without armed robber disturbing or whatever, P2B can do it. And I'm telling you, the 2 states will be shut down just to come and see him. Okutendi Igbo. The real leader is the Talakawa, that's like Aminu Kano. The poor, the people, the crowd that follow you. All these people you see talking something, they are rivals. They are now commanding that respect. Why I do not mention Nnamdi Kanu is because Nnamdi Kanu say his own is Biafra. It doesn't lead in Igbo. But such Ndi Igbo respect a person when they found out that In the daytime, they will see you maybe struggling or doing anything for them. At night, when they go to do sinister business, if they see you, they say, ah, no, it's like us now. But if at night, when they do, they say, ah, they see, ah, well, it's still the same thing. That is what P2B represents. So if people are discussing Igbo, when you want to hear Igbos or not, just the day P2B will said P2B rally in Oka or Onisha or anywhere, you come and see crowd. That is not the day for all these politicians who Okorocha. Tomorrow now, Ojus Okalu will criticize P2B.
All right,
Maybe say
Mr.
P2B did
CM.
not. So please, I know time won't be my friend. The day Ojus Okalu or Orocha Okorocha, Chimaro Kenamani, we criticize. Do you know that it is even envious? They are envious of the fact that P2B, after being governor for 8 years, did not steal money like them. If you like, I give you the list of governors from 1999 till date who has ruled Ebonyi State, Enugu, Abia, and the Anambra, and the money they returned. But P2B, nobody. Do you think they
All
are
right,
happy
Mr.
about
CM.
that? It's
That's as
because
much as
that
we
is
can take from you.
So please, Mr.
Thank you very much,
Don't
Mr.
hold back.
CM.
Come out if you
All
want
right.
to criticize. Come out. You have a good product.
All right. All right, Mr. CM, thank you very much. If you're watching, if you're just joining, this is our newspaper review. We have our discussion coming up by 5 p.m. Nigerian time today. We have enough time to talk about all of these issues and more. Turn on your notification bell so you get notified when we go on live. Do also like this broadcast. Please like this broadcast. Please like this broadcast. Thank you to each and every one of you supporting us. God bless you. If you are yet to support us, please do also click on the $ to the right on the comment section. Your support goes a long way. A big shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Alex, let's go.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Once again, I stand on the existing protocol. I don't know what our mother, the mother of the war veteran, Mrs. Ojuku, this is a time for people like that to speak up. These are role models to people in the whole Nigeria. Chimamanda, a global asset to the whole world in the area of poetry. She should speak up now to counter Soludo and any other mad person raising his head from the east to counter Peter Obi. So I also call on innocent mortals who will be assisted to start his business. He should go on live, China's TV. We need it. We need all the stones we can get now. A Goliath is threatening. We need all the Davies to come out. That's the point. All the big wigs. Ngozi Owela has to come down, make a tweet, make a 1-minute video if his position allows her to do, if our position allows her to do it, to do that. That's all we are saying. Because at some point, like I said before, when the chips are down, people ask of who is the parent of this child. Even if we are one, it's a Nigerian project. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying all Igbos are not supporting Obi. No, the Igbos are doing well. Even in Lagos, they are doing well in Benin. That in fact, 30% of the crowd you saw in Benin, most of them are Igbos too. But now it's a battle of the big wings. Do you know the people that motivated Edo to come out? A lot of the cream, dollar cream, the rich people also, they are divided. They don't want what is going on. It's not about money now. It's not about, some of them are tired. They are ashamed because they go outside the country. They know the truth. They have children. They have grandchildren. I told you I was privileged to speak to one of them. He said, I've made money, but I want a better Nigeria. Obaseki has to go. His way of ruling is not good. And to crown it, you want to impose Atiku, a Fulani man on Edo State? No way. In fact, 70% of the big wigs in Edo State are against Obaseki, including the palace, indirectly. The palace cannot say it, but at least with their body language, I'm not talking about the king, but I mean the palace is not just about the king, it's about the people there too. The king has a family, and we are aware where their body language is going. The palace has never spoke to anybody who came as a presidential aspirant the way they spoke to Peter Obi. Our king does not do that. I was even surprised. So obviously, I leave the rest for you to conclude. So there comes a time when you are filling a form. you will see where they write mother's name, father's name. That is what I'm talking about. Until we continue fight, I like it. This is a debate platform. It's a debate platform, like a classroom. I learn here. We all learn from each other. So here we disagree, we agree. That's why it's a debate. It's not a place to sing music. It's a place to discuss the future of our children, to discuss the truth. Listen, 1001 Soludo cannot stop Obi movement. It's of God. But we must keep arranging the bricks one by one, step by step, with honesty, with dignity, with selflessness. So, guys, the heat is still on. They've tried everything. They couldn't use anything against him. They tried to say his group is violent, Obedient is violent. They cannot arrest Obi for that. They lied about his personality. It couldn't work. So now they are not using their home. So it's now time for the kinsmen to come out and say, okay, if you are going to get married, your family has to follow you, for God's sake. Even if you are a general guy, people know you, you are a businessman, you live abroad, your family has to escort you. That's what I'm saying. So I'm calling on Ngozi Wela, if she's listening to me. I'm calling on Team Amanda. May God bless you. I'm enjoying your postulations and your exploits in the poetry world. And I'm calling on Mrs. Ojukwu Bianca, former Nigerian ambassador. You spoke from the beginning how you had experience with Peter Obi when you wanted to gift him a suit of $2,000, but he went for a suit of $200. That is a very astute man. He's changing, but his changiness is going to help Nigeria. So you now have to come out. You are a mother of the Eastern people, in fact, of the country. The youth look up to you. It's time to come out. It's not about not all Igbo, not all Igbo. It's not enough. We need them to speak up and say, okay, Soludo, shut up your mouth. What have you done? Who are you? You are too smart to criticize this moving train. So this is my expectation. I'm waiting. Maybe they will reply in a few days. I'm waiting. This is their duty, and they must do it now. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alex, thank you very much for that. Please do also like this broadcast. Please do also like this broadcast and support us. Thank you very much. Mr. Vine Maxwell, okay.
Mr.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Vine Maxwell, please a minute.
Hello?
Brother Nice?
Hello? Yeah. I wanted to just lay my submission so that I will have something to do later. Okay. Should I continue?
Okay.
All right. First of all, Mr. Niger Wash told me to apologize to Mr. Pansa. Mr. Pansa, I apologize if I've said anything wrong. Said I'm sorry for that. The only problem that I have is that you are very defensive. You understand? You still do the same thing to Akim as well. You understand? Yesterday, go and listen to my broadcast yesterday. When I was giving solution, a lot of solution, how this movement, how are we going to deal with all those talks? I said we need to organize ourselves to make sure that we treat all those talks that they always unleash on Labour Party. But you don't talk about those things, all those good things that I used to fight, all those fight that I fight. You don't see those ones. It's only you only look for the any wrong ones that I say. And this word today that I said today, I did not see any wrong thing that I've even said. I've not even criticized Peter Obi one day. You understand? But you always see fault on mine. But the ones that Alex always submit and the rest people, you don't talk about those ones. That is what I don't understand. You always pick on me. That's what I don't understand. So I apologize to you as an elderly man to me. I apologize to you. I'm sorry for that. You understand? And I know next time I'm going to avoid this kind of discussion because me, I'm a very straightforward person. But if people don't want to they don't like my submission because maybe I'm straightforward, I'm not always with their own side. So maybe I will try to avoid those kind of talks. I will not talk about it anymore. And Mr. MC, you were telling me now, I see him. You were telling me now to come out from my closet that if I want to criticize Peter Obi, I should criticize that I have a good product. I don't know what you mean about that. I never have time to criticize Peter Obi. The only thing I do is how to find a solution to make sure he win this election. That is what I do. And I hope you people listen to my previous submission. every time. Always listening. I always stay. And I always make sure that I mix everything. My submission, I set my submission right before I
Mr.
say
Nice,
anything.
Mr. Nice, I was urging you not to be afraid. Said if you criticize Igbos, they will say, no, you are afraid. That's why I said if it's about P2B, I told you.
But when I talked about the good ones, when I always fight for this movement, I always make sure that this is how we have to defend ourselves. When this the Peter Obi will become the next president, they don't see any good thing. They don't talk about those ones. But whenever I talk about their weakness, this is how you need to rise against your wrong governance. But that is where they see, oh, Nico always speak on Igbo. They are very defensive. And the moment they don't even listen to my full submission. The moment I just speak Igbo,
you
like
have
this,
a good product to sell.
So that is the problem that I have with my brothers. I don't understand. I don't understand. If I talk about my governor here, they are okay with it. But if I talk about their governor, there's a problem. There's fire on the mountain. So no problem. Thank you so very much. That's just what I want to say.
I believe it will be in order for me to respond to Brother Nice, and I promise to stay until the end so everybody could make their submission because it's important. But you could hear in Brother Nice's voice. Now, by the way, what can I say about Niger Watch? I first came here, and the person that I saw here the first time was I'm trying to remember the moderator's name now. It's not Elvis, but his
leftist.
And leftist was so fair, and it's not an Igbo platform. It's a Edo platform, and I kept watching, and their leaning and their ruling was just fair after fair on every issue, including issues back home in the remotest part of Edo State. And I took a liking to it. It was weeks later that I then noticed Mr. Elvis coming like he just did here now. And then actually, reinstated my belief in this platform. And I've been coming here since then. So I appreciate his ruling on this. And Mr. Nice doesn't have to apologize to me because this is his second time apologizing to me. It's not about me. I don't want an apology from you because in your statement, you could still see that problem. All right. You don't say Igbos did this, Igbos did that, because like I was challenging Mr. Emeka when he was here. The kind of research you have to do to make this kind of statement is huge. It's not about that. We're here on a mission. I'll be here until February. I believe this platform in the past was for the governor of Edo State. He disappointed because this platform was trying to hold him accountable. Mr. Elvis has pledged that after this mission now is to get Obi elected. After that election, then this platform changes again and become a mission to have him, to hold him accountable. That is the way I like it, dynamic stuff there. All right, so Brother Nice, the only thing, I cannot educate you, I can't tell you anything, but I'm trying to tell you something. You still don't get it. You can't say Igbos don't take criticism, whereas you're the one who don't get it. Right now, Emma has said that, Emma, were you trying to hurry me up or something? Were you trying to say something to me? Okay. Yes. I will address Mr. Alex finally, okay? No. Mr. Alex here, the Igbos are in a catch-22. I don't know if you saw that movie or the book, you read the book, Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. All right. They're placed in a position where it's a difficult position. If you come on too strong, it's the Igbo, they're coming strong. If they don't, and they just let the whole country sort it out, then Igbos are playing victim. There's no winning. When I came here, my very first speech, because I was upset that an Igbo man cannot say anything. If you say something, they say, oh, Igbo, they don't come. You cannot say anything. Obi cannot be aggressive. But you know what? You're going to have to learn how to live with it. That's all I'm saying to you. You have to live with it. Once this discussion deviates from getting the right person, the right candidate, not Igbo. Yeah, I conclude so fast here. Because once you go off that line of electing the right candidate and you start talking about the numbers game. For example, if you're contesting, how many Igbos are there? I'll tell you how many Igbos are there.
Mr.
So it's up to you whether you like it or not. That's
all I
how many
can
Igbos
take
are there.
from you.
All
Mr.
right.
Bassett, that's all
Yeah.
I can take from you.
Thank you very much. And
sorry.
Brother Nice, if I also went off your thing, I'm apologizing to you as your brother. I want us to do it right and get it and do it right. Okay. So I accept my own apology as well. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Van Maxwell, please. Let's go.
Thank you, Sister Emma. My
Yes,
uncle, Pansrat, Asim Bahara. I want to speak in Igbo to you today. Asim Bahara Nam. I am Brother Nice. I don't know how I will say it in Edo language, but I will say in Igbo and as well in English. Nice, Bahara. That is why I put my camera on, so that you people will see me.
Please, can you translate what you told Mr. Pansat, please? Please.
I told Pansat, Bahara, forgive. Then I'll turn to you to my brother, Nis. Bahara, and at the same time, forgive. That is the meaning. You see, I do not know why people. System and Niger Watch. I hope you'll be listening. You are listening to me, and I would like everybody. I urge everybody to listen to me, because most of the people that have spoken here, majority of you are older than me. I'm in my 40s, and the country that you are talking about there, I served them as an active service personnel for 18 years. I took part in 5 different wars. The last one was against the Cameroonians. When I sit here, I watch how, and my mother is from Abia State. In other words, I have Igbo, blood running in me. I feel afraid and abandoned when anytime it comes to Igbo people, the narrative changes. When Obasanjo was handpicked, I will tell you today that I was within the corridors of Asorok after Abacha died, even when Abacha was there. Obasanjo was handpicked from prison in Kotangura, I think so, brought to Asorok. If you saw Obasanjo that time, we were the first to see Obasanjo. He was as thin as a broomstick. Nobody accused him that he, because of OPC, who was doing their things that time, that he should not be the president of Nigeria. Muhammadu Buhari also came in. Nobody told him, in the same Nigerian people, nobody told Buhari that his comment he made, in favor of the Boko Haram should make him not to be the president. But when it got to the Igbo people, the next thing is that IPOB, they want to separate from Nigeria. Why will he not be the president? Until the Edo people pick it upon themselves to begin to push him. Do you see the reason why I told you Nigeria cannot be one? It will be difficult for Nigeria to be one. And I always say, if Peter Obi built, if there were provisions or the environment was good for him to set up strong structures, Niger Watch, what Soludo is saying today, he will not be saying it. Because the man that took over from Peter Obi would have, would not misbehave or squander the money Peter Obi saved for him, which he handed over. When Soludo went there, we know what Soludo said and how much that, Obiano, who took over from a debt-free state from Peter Obi, left for him to work with. This is the reason why I tell you that the problem of Nigeria is not strong men or good men. There are good men and good women in that country. But what you have is a weak structure. And that weak structure is derived from the Constitution of 1999 Constitution. If you watch what happened at Dr. Damages when he invited my former CS, when he invited, I will just round up in a few seconds. When he invited my former CS today, I asked him a question. I asked him a question. I said, I have taken responsibility for what we did to Nigerians. 1999, when are you going to apologize to Nigeria? I know what he said there. Go back and see the response he made there. This is why I told you that it will be very, very difficult for that country to move forward with that 1999 constitution. 1999 constitution is anti-development, is anti-Southern, old Southern Nigeria. Thank you. And as you struggle to make it right, I pray that God will help you, because as we speak now, we have over 3 million people, Nigerians in Ghana. I don't know what will happen when you get it wrong. Ghana will never be a good place anymore, because we'll be battling with the population. We are battling with over 3 million right now. I don't know what will happen. If peradventure you get it wrong in Nigeria, how now Ghana will be. I pray that God will give you the support to do what is right. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, thank you very much for your submission. Mr. Insibidi, welcome to the broadcast.
Any second,
Mr. CM.
Any second chance for me, please. Yes, please.
I'll come to
Thank
you.
you, Emma.
I'll come to you.
Actually,
I'll come to you. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. Unless Mr. Insibidi is now available. Mr. Insibidi, are you available? All right.
I'm available.
Okay, all right, let's go.
But if you want me to go ahead, I'll go ahead. If you want CM to go before me, no problem. I don't know. Should I go
Mr.
ahead?
Insibidi, please go ahead. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, you see, the thing is, this thing is not a straight line. It's not as simple as a lot of people want to put it. And if we are being honest, I've been listening to Pansat for a long time. We were in another platform before, we met here again. So it's easy to misunderstand him if you do not, if you are someone that is not looking into, that have not done proper research and doesn't fully understand what is going on. But for someone like me, I understand him perfectly, and also you've heard he's not as young as any of us here. So this is someone that I've seen there's nothing you can tell him. He has seen everything from the beginning to this point. He has seen all of this. So he knows the tricks and all that. But let me just quickly say that just like I will still maintain, no matter what anybody says, do not stop saying Igbo people. Stop saying Igbo people. I know that sometimes we say, oh, we also talk about our people. How many persons here, has anyone here ever tried to address Edo, for example, and say Edo people? Well, no, please, let's be honest with ourselves, please. Why do we keep on singling out corrupt politicians and whatever they are in other places? Then when it comes to Igbo, when it comes to the same thing in Igbo land, we have a lot of people saying Igbo people. It's not fair. And that's just the simple thing that some of us are asking. Stop saying Igbo people. If you criticize Soludo here, everybody here, including no single Igbo person here, will defend Soludo. In fact, as a matter of fact, has any Igbo person here defended Soludo? Are we not all calling him out? So no matter how you put it, I'll maintain, don't say Igbo people, because we do not do the same to you. We don't do it to the Yorubas. We don't do it to the... you've never had anybody coming here saying Yoruba people. We speak about the politicians. We speak about those people, even if they are not politicians, those individuals that are involved. And that's why I keep on saying it's a tribe of the oppressed and the oppressors. So, and it's everywhere. Okay, I don't know if you even know, Soludo, was it yesterday or today, has been appointed by Buhari, in the 3-man Economic Council. What does that tell you? So that's why we keep on telling you, so who is Soludo? Okay, to be honest, a lot of us believed in him. We saw what he did. He's someone that has kind of done some things that are positive. But we do not regard him. No, but you want me to give a 1-minute submission? I know I came late, but at least I was expecting, even if it's just 2 or 3 minutes. But
Please.
no
Oh, no.
problem. I'll round up. So what I'm saying is, please and please, we have seen this thing. Many of us are supporting Peter Obi out of respect. We want him to win, obviously, but it's also out of respect of the entire Nigeria. Because we have seen this thing over and over again. Okay, why is it that we have been in this struggle for decades? So the fact that we understand how all this thing plays out, but we still have that, we are still optimistic that okay, if all Nigerians now are ready to come together, we can still make something work. And some of us are just saying, okay, let's wait till 2023. Let's hope Peter Obi gets there. But if we see that these people rig the election, or if this voter disenfranchisement continues, then we'll definitely take our stand to the default settings that we already know. But as it is right now, because of respect for the collective or the group, the Nigeria, other Nigerians, and because of the greater good, let us all follow Peter Obi. So I will maintain, please, Peter. Even Soludo's own son has proven that. Uh,
All right,
uh,
Mr.
uh,
NCBD. I'm sorry, that's as much as we can take on the broadcast
okay,
today. By 5 p.m. we'll be talking about this extensively. We can't discuss this extensively on our newspaper review. So apologies for the time if you do not get enough time. By 5 p.m. on the discussion, I would suggest or I'd advise you come in early. You turn on your notification bell so you come in early. You get a good spot. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you for your time, and you are welcome too. Thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. Thank you very much to Brother Nice and Mr. Panzer. Thank you very much. It's always good to have you on my broadcast, and I hope to have more of your time on the broadcast. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you. Please do also like this broadcast. Do also like our every broadcast, please, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are yet to. Take out time to subscribe to our YouTube channel. To each and every one of you that took out time to donate to the platform today, God bless you. God bless you. Really, God bless you. Thank you so very much. And to my amazing panelists on here. Oh, I'll give a shout out to those watching the replay. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Please do also like this broadcast before you leave, and you have the opportunity to support us by clicking on the super thanks option. The super thanks is just beneath the video. That's the super thanks option. Please do well to
I thought
support
you
us
said,
and engage us. Thank you very much. Yes, please. All right, thank you very much.
yes.
Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow for our newspaper review. Until then, stay well, stay
Please,
safe, enjoy the rest
please,
of your day, and
please
bye for now.
ask Pansat something. Oh, go. Okay. If Pansat has gone, I needed his phone number.